Have you ever wondered why so many women are suffering their career choice? Why so many women are suffering their partner choice? Why so many intelligent women are choosing against themselves in all areas of life, in health, in love, in business? Why are so many women trapped? Where are they trapped? I can tell you, I was absolutely trapped in trying to please everybody else. I chose my career to please my father. I chose that boyfriend to please my mother. I chose that outfit to please the women magazines. And who was the very one person that I was not pleasing, not even considering in the decision making, was myself. Why are so many women disrespecting our own wisdom? We are disrespecting our own wisdom, not because we want to do it, but because everybody in the consciousness of humanity is disrespecting the wisdom of the feminine, of the divine feminine. We are not even respecting the fact that we are divine. Yeah, we are the ambassadors of the divine feminine energy. We are the ambassadors of Mother Earth, of Coatlicue, of the Virgin Mary, of, you name that energy of love, of the feminine side of love. And the feminine side of love doesn't really live in your brain. And that's precisely the problem with intelligent women, because they are so intelligent that they go for their bachelor's and their master's and their MBA and their PhD, and they learn this language and another language, and they just keep hiding themselves and restricting their lives to titles, to their brain, to what is in between your ears and above your head. And all the other part of your life, from the neck down, is absolutely forgotten. And I want to emphasize that this is not your fault. This is not your fault. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. And it's not a matter of healing anything. It's about awareness, remembering, and practicing. But the first step is to let go that idea that there is anything wrong with you, because there isn't. And this is a big deal because we tend to treat bad the feminine within us, and that is our own body, all complete, including our womb. And as we treat bad our body, ourselves, we feel guilty and we feel shameful. So the first step, if we are going to get out of our brain and into your body, is to forgive ourselves. Just forgive yourself for having been trapped. It's not your fault. Forgive everybody else who was, is trapped, because we're transitioning. We are transitioning out of this material world, solely material, and starting to realize what we have forgotten. Starting to realize that, hey, actually, nature is important. Actually, the neighbor exists. How do you think, dear neighbor? We're actually starting to realize these two genders, man and woman. Who are you? I don't like that you do this. I don't like that you do that. And how can we cooperate in a different way? We are inventing a new way of dealing with each other. It's a very exciting time. So forgive yourself and forgive the other, all the others. your mother for all the ways she taught you how to be a woman, your father for, maybe being absent. My father was absent. He worked a lot. He was almost never there. Then they divorced, so he was really absent. Give him, because that's the thing that he could do. That was his life story. Forgive mom, forgive dad, forgive society, forgive yourself. And I know that forgiveness is something that is not done automatically. But if you just have the intention to forgive, you unlock that door out of this trap of your mind into your best life. The first step is forgiveness. After you have forgiven yourself, it's time to start connecting with your body. The most important place in your beautiful body that you need to connect to is in your womb, in your root chakra. Why? Because this is the center of wisdom of women. This is the place of creation. This is a place where intuition will give you answers way faster than your brain. I want you to visualize your womb as that wise version of yourself. Imagine yourself 20 or 50 years older than you are right now, with all the knowledge of what will happen in the future, with all the knowledge of what happened centuries ago. If you had access to that wisdom, you have the right advisor to consult. So start building a relationship with this trusted advisor. Visualize her, paint her, draw her, write about her. Have conversations with her either in your imagination or in a notebook. As you start building this relationship, just constantly, you are going to be able to take decisions that go beyond your mind. Decisions that actually engage your ancestral wisdom, your connection with Mother Earth, your connection with the knowing that you are divine, that you are holy, so that you can choose course of action that will be of the best help to yourself and others. This way you will be able to decide, whether to buy this house or that one, how to set the boundary, and even what to have for dinner. From the big to the small, from the small to the big, you can learn to decide together with your body. How to do it? How to do it? Exercise. Exercise. You go to a restaurant and sit down and connect with your womb, in your imagination. Connect with your womb and say, what do I feel like eating today? And then, it's going to be obvious to you what the choice will be. I've been exercising with this intensely these days. And as I told you in previous videos, I went to Mexico. And in the past, I used to drink my tequila very happily. But since I've been thinking about this, I just went to a restaurant and centered, what do I need now? And my body will say, well, that tea or that water, it was incredible. I didn't even make an effort to reduce my alcohol intake. It was just not needed. I could be just present and take nourishing drinks there and then. You see, this brings us to the next point, and the next point is to notice. So, are you following me? Forgiveness, connection, and then third, notice. Notice how your connection with your body, your connection with your womb is changing your life. Keep a journal. See how you are changing. See how your business is growing. See how your children are changing, how your relationship with your husband is changing. Every Monday, I go through a very strict exercise. I'm going to link it in the comments, you see. I ask myself very specific questions, 4 questions. They are, what are the things that were absolutely fantastic this week? What are the things I didn't like? What are the things I learned? And what I'm looking forward next week. And as I become aware of the answer to these questions, I see how I'm growing. I see all the miracles that are happening by making choices based on my listening to my own wisdom instead of listening to just to my mind. And I have noticed that just simply the things that I don't like just happen less, or they bother me less, because of course there is plenty of things that could bother me, but it doesn't. And that can happen to you, my dear. And of course, this last step is to keep it up. But how are you going to keep it up? I have created a video for you in which I have several hours. I forgot how many hours of affirmations that you can listen to in your sleep. Yeah, you can listen to this video in your sleep for several nights in a row, and you're going to see how your unconscious mind starts giving more space to your body and specifically to your womb to speak up. Because ultimately, what we want is the marriage, the internal marriage of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. The divine feminine has beautiful ideas, but the divine masculine has that creativity and that drive to get them done. What about both of them? So I put a link here. I hope you like this video. And if you do, please like it. I appreciate it immensely. All blessings to you, to your family. All the best.